Hello everyone, this is Phys103. This is on nuclear physics, and in this lesson we are going to talk about radioactivity. So radioactivity is the decay of a unstable nuclei by emitting particles or electromagnetic radiation. So among 2,500 known nuclei, only 300 of them are stable, meaning they don't undergo this decay of in particles or EM radiation. And the time interval of this decay can range from microseconds to billions of years. So later on, we will talk about the radioactive decay in terms of time intervals here. So in in 1905, there's a physicist on the name Emilio Segré. So he lived from 1905. I was going to say in 1905, but he lived from 1905 to 1989. So during his time, he invented a chart wherein in the x-axis you have the number of protons, which is Z, and in the y-axis you have the number of neutrons, and you have this line of Z equals N here. So he plotted all 2,500 nuclei, and he observed that as you increase the number of protons, the number of neutrons doesn't follow a linear increase with the increase in number of protons. So what we have here is a region wherein these are only the stable nuclei. So in stable nuclei, what you have is that Z, it follows the trend Z equals N. So as the number of protons is equal or very near to the number of neutrons, you have a stable nuclei. So also we have here a color plot of the stability in terms of the time interval. So in 1900s, a brilliant chemist and physicist in the name of Dr. Marie Curie discovered 3 types of radiation. So what she did was, so this was her experiment. She had a sample of some radioactive element, for example radon, and of course for now we know that this would emit radiation, but in her time she didn't know what types of radiation it will emit. So what she did was, you have a radioactive element here, and she passed through a magnetic field so the magnetic field here is going into the page. So as the radioactive element decays, she observed 3 types of radiation. So the first one there is radiation that went like this. So this is the first type of radiation. There is another radiation that went like this. And lastly, there's a radiation that went on in a straight line. So she didn't know these three types of radiation, so she called it alpha. This is beta radiation, and this is gamma radiation. And then we will talk about these three types of radiation further. And she won a Nobel Prize both in physics and chemistry for her discovery of these three radiations. But sadly, she was exposed to a high dose of these radiations, and she died from cancer.